There it is. I can only imagine how hard it is for a man to stand in the face of adversity. Black men don't receive accolades for pots that are pissed in, but the least I can do is tell you how much you mean to me. Some children find comfort dwelling on the mistakes of their fathers, but I refuse to ignore the fact that it's harder to love when it wasn't easily accessible. So to the irrepressible man that stands 5'7", I respect your masculinity. I acknowledge that each child didn't come with the Man Raising Girls for Dummies manual, but you did the best you could for us. Times were really rough, but your smile made our hearts ease. And I know it hurt when you weren't able to put gifts underneath the Christmas tree, but I promise your presence was present enough. You have princesses who wouldn't care if our kingdom was on street corners with cardboard boxes used as sheets to warm us in the wintertime. We will be fine as long as we were with our daddy. We love you. The same man from the projects of New Jersey is worthy of world riches if you ask me. So to the man who cries in secrecy, the same man who loaded Washington Post papers upon vans, the same man who went from turtle in the checkout line to keeping Safeway computers in line while at the same time building computers for his little girls, our world is different, but it's our world. And I am proud of the lion in you who protects his cubs no matter what the circumstance. Same man who pushed past his pride in the 80s and allowed doctors to experiment with his baby, maybe didn't know that then he was being used by God, but because of your willingness, I have defied odds. Sure, there are plenty of scars, but I've made it thus far because you didn't give up on me. You've exceeded planting the seed. You grew us in your garden of love. And yes, I would be wrong to acknowledge roses without their thorns. Each one of your children born with their own story. Each one born with separate maternal traits, but we all relate because our bloodline comes from our father. Whether or not we choose to accept this truth, some men with wives have skeletons in their closets and choose to keep the door closed, but you expose your wrong, so your daughters will have to travel the same road. A man isn't a father because of monetary contributions, and even though, in all honesty, you didn't master this truth, we understand that it was hard for you. All we ask is that you understand that we can't allow Father's Day to go by without looking our mothers in her eyes and saying thank you. Thank you for the school concerts and plays, especially that one soccer game. We will never forget the rough days when you had to nurture our tears and calm our fears on your own. Thank you for being our backbone when our vertebrae was contorted and our vision distorted by the absence of our father. You could have easily picked up your things and left with your man when your man was doing hand-to-hand deals, leaving you as the sole provider of cooked meals, hot baths, and nighttime prayers with your Shay baby. You were the only one there to see our faces when the damage was done. And no, the battles weren't won because you knew exactly what to do, but your faith brought us through. And I respect you for telling us to forgive and love our Father, because without you, hate and bitterness would run rampant through fragile hearts that were scarred, destroying the good memories when we weren't apart from our daddies. So to both of my daddies, I will never replace the memories of all you have done for me, and I'm sure my sisters will follow suit. So to you, Father, and Daddy number 2, I love you. Happy Father's Day. Peace and thank you.